Hello, guys, and welcome again to this live streaming that we are doing to talk about the auto products in collaboration with Locksmith Keyless. We have today Jose Romero. Hello, Jose.
Morning. Good morning, everyone. Nice having you
Hello.
guys here with us.
So that's it. And today we are here to talk about a little bit about the new device from AUTEL that is the 906 Pro. This device will be used for the workshop guys and the body shop guys that work with Diagnostic as well. So, Jose, can we start talking about a little bit about this device?
Well, I think you are the expert, the technician. I think you're going to give a really nice introduction of the machine. I can say that anyone in the US, they can purchase it at Locksmith Keyless, and we will give great support. But technical wise, Cayo, you're a great technician. And actually, what's your background? Are you a
I came
technician?
from the computer guys.
Computer. So
Yep,
like a programmer computer or
a programmer computer.
oh, that's why you know.
My whole life.
Good, good.
Yeah, so that's it, guys. So let's start to talk about the new 906 Pro from Autel. For who this device is made? Well, this device is made for everyone, the professional, of course, from workshop and body shops. And why? Why that? Because those guys, we know they work a lot with repairs, of course. The workshop, the mechanic, they need to do their diagnostic every day. So what we can do with this device? This one is the upgrade from the 906 BT. For those who already have the auto devices, this one is an upgrade from the 906 BT. Okay, what we can do? Oh, some differences that we already can see. The 906 Pro is lighter. It's the weight is it's pretty low, and we have here HDMI port, USB port, the charger, and we can plug our headphones if we want to hear something here. We can, the device have a back camera for when we go to do the remote support, technical support by Teamviewer. We can connect to your device and help you out to solve some problems that you can have in your device or in your car. What more we can do? The device will be able. We will do some demonstration, Jose. We will connect to in demonstration mode, and I will show to you guys how this device works in the demo software. Okay.
Okay,
But
but you said, Cayo, sorry to interrupt.
yes,
You said that
please.
workshop guys, they would love this machine, but why they would buy this one and not
Oh,
an,
it's a very important question.
an Ultra, for example, that is the best diagnostic device, I guess, for a
I
mechanic.
think I think it's pretty a pretty good question. Basically about the price, Jose, and the price range we are talking about here, and for what the device can do, it's very good, very good. Because this device will be able to do a read and erase faults. We will be able to do activated activate some relays. We can do actuator tests like the Ultra device. For those who don't know what is the Ultra, is the best tool from Auto right now for diagnostic. It's the most advanced tool in outer range of devices. But of course, the price of the Ultra is pretty high. And for who the Ultra is made, well, is for those guys who want a little more from the device. I don't think this device will be for everyone, the Ultra. This one is for everyone. Why? Because they have, for the price, he have every diagnostic function that Ultra have. That's a very good option.
So let's say the Ultra, it's around 5,000 US dollars, and
Around
this
that,
one
yeah.
right here doing basically
It will do the same, Jose. It will
Same
do the
thing.
same. In
Yeah.
diagnostic, ADAS function, TPMS, it will do 36 services like oil change, pad brakes change. We can do some dashboard calibration. We can do suspension calibration. I mean, all the functions,
Wow.
diagnostic functions that we can do with our Ultra, the most advanced device from AUTEL, we can do with our 906 Pro.
For
What's the
around 800,000, 1,800.
more or less? Yeah,
Like more than half the price of an Ultra.
more than half.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's pretty amazing. I really love this device, and we have IATA in around the world, as you know, and this device is already almost top one seller in our in IATA because it's pretty good. We have a lot of functions here, and the price is very good for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that in is getting. I mean, the more mechanics that we know, and our clientele is getting very big on mechanics and workshop guys, and this machine is working for them great. Great. I mean, if you are starting a workshop or you are starting in this kind of business, I think it would be. I would buy that. I would buy this one.
And you know why? For example, you are starting right now in this business, in the workshop guys or a body shop work. For example, you can do auto VIN detection. What it is, you just connect the device to the car. If you have the ignition on, the device will recognize automatically the VIN number from the car and will tell us which car we are working and what functions that we can use with this device. That's
Oh,
just one of the functions. If you
so
have, if
teach
you
you, the machine teach you how to do it.
the step by step, you don't even need to know exactly what you are doing. You just need to read what you have on your screen, and the device will tell you exactly what to do.
Nice, nice. And also, it is compatible with other Autel products, I guess, with all the
Yes,
TPMs,
we can.
Autel
For
products.
example, yes, very good question, Jose. For example, we can work with the video scope. We can connect our video scope by USB to the device, and we have on screen, for example, if we need to check the injectors from the car or any hole inside of the engine, we can just connect our video scope and check it. As well, we can check. We can use our MP408. That is the oscilloscope. We
Oh,
can
nice.
check some sensor. We can check if the pedal brake, for example, sensor is working. We can check if the PWM sensor is working. I mean, the map sensor, any sensor, we can check with our oscilloscope and connect it to the 906 Pro.
Mhm. And what would be something that the machine cannot do and the Ultra does?
For example, if we buy a new model, like an engine control unit model from BMW or from Honda or from any brand, but particularly from BMW and Mercedes, we cannot do the programming online. We cannot install a new software inside of the engine control unit. With Ultra, yes, we can do it, but with the 906 Pro, we cannot do it. We can do the code part, the coding part.
Okay, so I guess if you go for BMW, Mercedes, high-end brands, that means you are an expert mechanic. So that
Yeah,
might that then you might need an Ultra. But
for,
for everything else, I guess this is the machine to go.
yeah, but just a number for the programming part of the device. I can tell there is a like 15% of the customers that we have that works with the programming part of the device. The programming part of the device is very, how can I tell this? It's very advanced. It's not everyone that will use this function. 90% of the customer will use the diagnostic part of the device and the coding part of the BMW and Mercedes. So the programming part is for a very specific customer that wants to work with this part of
Mhm. So
the
basically,
device.
that's everything that the Ultra does, but not programming.
Uh, yes, that's it. Not programming on BMW and Mercedes, but what Ultra can do and this one cannot do. Can do. We have, for example, the online help. Okay, Ultra can help us more when we need some diagram. For example, if we don't know where is some piece of the car, or we don't know how the sensor works, what is the range of the sensor. So AUTEL Ultra have a plan that you can check if the sensor is in the right range of work. You know, the Ultra will guide us through all the process. 906 Pro have all the diagnostic functions that Ultra have, less the the programming part. Okay, you can do diagnostic, you can do actuator tests, you can do coding, you can do basic adjustment. For example, if you want to change your gearbox from, I don't know, from an Audi or from Jeep, you can do with your 906 Pro, because this device will do a basic adjustment to the gearbox. If you want to change the software from the gearbox, this device won't be able. You can do just the coding, just the parameters from the gearbox you can do with this device. If you want to reprogram the software, you need the Ultra device.
Nice, nice. Well, I have one. I mean, I'm doing these kind of questions because I'm not a mechanic. I'm not an expert on this. What's that little red thing that is next to it?
Oh, yes, let's talk about it. So here we have our main tablets, right? And the device don't work just by cable, connecting directly to the car. Device will work with this VCI, and it's a Bluetooth device. You don't need any cables. Of course, you have the connection here for a cable
Can you
when
show
the
me
device...
the camera so I
Yes, for
see
sure.
it?
Let me just put my camera here, just my camera. So, guys, this one is the VCI.
Nice.
All right. It's totally by Bluetooth, but when Autel tell us, hey, you need to connect a cable to do a more stable programming or coding, they will ask us, the device will ask us to connect the USB connector, USB-C connector here, and directly to the device. This device is able to do, Jose, the most advanced protocols communication. For example, this device already have CAN FD connector for GM and DuIP, a protocol enabled for example, Volvo or BMW.
But CAN FD connector, it needs that cable. You need to buy that cable.
No, not anymore.
Oh, not anymore. Nice.
Not anymore. With 906 Pro, you have the CAN FD adapter inside of the device already.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a very good, because until now, guys, for example, it's a very good question from Jose. For CAN FD for GM new models of cars, you need to have, it works like some security gateway. All right, so you need to have an extra adapter to be able to communicate with the car and do some procedure on the car. If you don't have, like before the 906 Pro or the 909, if you don't have the adapter, you could not do anything. Now with the 906 Pro, you can do directly by OBD without any extra cable or adapter.
Good, good.
Okay, let's see what more we can talk about. Oh, it's very good for our workshop, because Auto, as any other line of auto products, we can generate an EForm. What is? When we connect to the car, the device will ask us to do a pre-scan. Then the device will read all the faults that we have in this car. We will store them, and then we do our maintenance. For example, if the customer came to do an oil change, we go for Diagnostic pre-scan. The device will do a pre-scan of the device, and we will have all the faults there. Then we change the oil, we do the reset, and then we do the post-scan. Then at the end, the device will generate an EForm from us, and we have everything there. Since we connected our device to the car, we read everything, and then after our repair, we have the post scan. So we have before and after the repair. So we can give to our customer one EForm for what we have done in their car. Again, another thing, we have the Teamviewer, as we talk about. Jose, we can connect to your device through Teamviewer to be able to see what you are doing in the car. If you need any help from us, we can connect directly to your device, and we will control your device to do the procedure you don't know how to do it. The device is able to do diagnostic in more than 80 brands in Asia, North America, Latin America, and European markets.
So when people ask me, hey, I need I need this machine, but it so I mean I have these kind of questions. Can we
Yes,
do European cars?
of course. You can do European cars like BMW, Mercedes, Peugeot, Citroën, Volkswagen, Audi, Skoda, Seat.
It's the same model as if I someone buys this device, it's the same model, the model we get here in the US than the model they buy in Europe.
Very good question, Jose. Not every time. Not always. Okay. For example, in Latin America, in Brazil, we have some manufacturers that build their cars in Brazil, and then we need a special software to work with those cars. In North America, we have some brands that are, of course, manufactured their cars inside the USA. So Auto have the software for those cars as well.
So what do you mean the software? So it's
For example, you have
integrated
normal,
in the
you
software,
have
or you have to pay something extra?
no, anything extra is it comes with the device. So if you want to do a diagnosis for a Chrysler, okay, and this Chrysler is made in USA and it's different from the Chrysler in Europe, for example, Auto will give us the software for free. You just need to choose Chrysler for USA or Chrysler for Europe.
I see, I see. Good.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like a lot this device. What more? Oh, we have functions from TPMS system. The TPMS system is the sensors in the wheels. You know, Jose?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
little
The sensors that are on the wheels that tells you if you have a flat
That's it.
tire, for example, right?
And it will blink a light on the dashboard, and it will tell you, hey, you have a flat tire, for example. So you have the sensor that goes inside of the tire.
That's and AUTEL has also the sensors, right? So you can buy the AUTEL sensors.
Yeah, you can buy the auto sensor, but this device won't be able to generate the sensor, won't be able to program. It will be able to program the sensor to the car. That we can do. But when we buy a TPMS sensor from Auto, this sensor came without any information. That's why Auto have a line specific for TPMS.
For generating and
Yeah, we
generating.
need to generate. For example, we have some Chrysler car. We need, yeah, and we have a TPMS sensor from Auto. This sensor, we need to tell to this sensor that he is for a Chrysler.
Mhm.
If we don't tell to the sensor that he is from a Chrysler, when we go to program to the car won't accept the sensor. We need to prepare first, and then we can program with our 906 Pro.
And
But
that's
that
a
if you
special.
want to buy the sensor from the dealer, the sensor will came already programmed, and you just need to present the sensor to the car, and we can do that with our 906 Pro. We just cannot program the sensor. We just cannot put inside of the sensor from Auto the information with this device, but we can program to the car.
Mhm.
If
Or
the
you can buy the programmer, the AUTEL TPMS programmer.
or you can buy the TPMS programmer, of course.
That is, I don't think it's an expensive machine to buy,
The
right?
little one, the TPMS pad,
Yes,
yes, it's pretty cheap. It's not expensive.
it's worth it to have it if if you're a mechanic,
If you want to
you need.
start working, if you want to start working with TPMS, the TPMS pad, it's a very good device to start. And if you have already the 906 Pro, it's a perfect match.
Great, nice.
Okay, more than 80 brands, we already talked. Coding online, we already talked as well. The device came with 36 services. We already talked about that as well. And device wholesale works with ADA system as well.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yep. The
That's
ADAS system, for those of you who don't know what is the ADAS system is the calibration, is the system that is always looking around the car, the cameras, the radars, the sensors, that is measuring your environment outside of the car. For example, if you have a Mercedes or Mercedes, I mean, if you have any car that when you're driving, the car can see the car in front of you. And if you are, for example, at 100 kilometers per hour and the car in front of you is like at 50 kilometers an hour, the dashboard will blink, or the ABS will break the car. That's an ADAS system, because the ADAS is the radar from the car is seeing that the car in front of you is at 50 kilometers per hour and you are at 100 kilometers per hour, and that's and security issue, right? So the ADAS system will break the car automatically. When we need to calibrate, for example, when you change your main window, Jose.
the windshield.
The windshield, thank you. Yeah, sorry, yeah. The windshield, when you change the windshield, you have a little camera in some cars, right? When you change the windshield and you put one again, you need to calibrate that camera. And ADA system is made to be able to calibrate those cameras.
I mean, working with ADAS, I guess more and more mechanics need. I mean, if you are not into ADAS, you have to jump into it right now, because let me tell you, you mentioned Mercedes, but Kia, Toyota, I mean, all these
Honda.
regular brands, they once you buy a new car from 2020, 2000, it's almost in every car now. It's not like you need to buy a luxury car to get those ADAS system.
We
So
just know from, I'm sorry, we just know from last week, I think, Europe, since 2026, all the cars made in Europe need to have any kind of system from ADAS, or one radar, or some camera, or some sensor. 2024, I'm sorry, in 2 years, all cars made in Europe need to have any kind of system from ADAS.
yeah, many cars have that now, and more are getting. And in a couple of years, all of the cars made in Europe are gonna
It will be,
must have.
but it's mandatory from 2024.
Yeah, so
Need
it's
to
gonna be
have it.
mandatory. So you better get into it. You need to buy the ADAS, start learning, start studying, get
And
to
be
some
prepared.
courses to learn. So you can I mean, you are able to work on those. It's a very technical. Being a mechanic is not like before. You need
No,
you need to learn a lot. You need actually one question that I want to ask you,
please.
Tayo. When do you think we will be able to have a more expanded course? Because this what we have this every Tuesday is 30 minutes. It's great, so you guys know what the new machines, AUTEL is releasing, or we talk about this right now, that small functions, but it's nothing in deep. And I'm sure most of the people that is watching, they are wondering, oh, more specific questions.
Yeah, I
And for
mean,
that, I think we need more time. And
of
actually, we
course.
need, I guess, we need to have a different format.
We will do more advanced function in the future. Like I think in 2 months, Jose, or 1 month, we will be able to do more advanced functions. For example, we are planning to do the next, not the next live streaming, but in a month down there in the workshop. So we'll connect to the car. We will do some procedure on the car and show in action how the device works.
Oh, wow, that would be great. I mean, a lot of
Yeah.
people is
We
going
will
to love
be
that.
working with the 906 Pro, with the IM line as well. We will do some key programming and show in action how the device works.
One question: does this machine does key programming? No.
No, 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 no. 906 Pro cannot do key programming. Okay, 906 Pro can do key programming, like the dealer. What I mean, dealer have their own software, right? If the dealer in Volkswagen, let's use Volkswagen as an example. If you buy a key from Volkswagen and you have the PIN code, you can program the key to the car. but you need to have the pin code. You need to have the key already prepared to the car. What the IM line do, for example, IM line, the IM608 can read the pin code, can read the information, and can prepare the key to program to the car. That's what the IM line main do. You know,
For locksmith is an awesome tool, and even for mechanics.
yeah. The 906 Pro is just for mechanical guys, mechanic guys and workshop guys, those who want to work just with the diagnostic part of the car. If you want some advanced function like immobilizer reading, immobilizer adjustments, immobilizer programming, you need the IM line of from AUTEL. Let's show some software pretty quick here, Jose.
Okay.
Let me just open here.
Yeah, we have a few more minutes.
Yeah,
minutes.
Pretty quick. Here, can we see?
Yes, I can see that.
Okay, so that's the main screen of the 906 Pro. So we just go for diagnostic, for example. Oh, sorry, let's go back. I will use the demonstration because I'm not connected to the car right now, but I will use the demonstration mode. Jose, let's work with some Dodge. Let's see. Here is we just go for standalone diagnostic. And what we can do, as Jose mentioned before, and as I mentioned before as well, we have the automatic selection. What is this? It will read the VIN number of the car and will tell us what car we are working on. If we don't know, for example, we just press OK. As you guys can see, we already read the VIN number, and right now is decoding the VIN. It's searching for what car we are working. And there we go. We have 2017 DS RAM 1500, and we press OK. And the device will choose for us what are the best functions that we can use with this car. For example, we can just go for an auto scan for all device. What device will do? We'll read all the modules from the car, the engine control unit, the airbag, the TPMS system, if the car have it, all the electronic control units. The device will read in auto scan. Control unit is when we need to read some specific module. If we want to go for the engine control unit and read just the engine control unit, we go for control unit. And in hot functions, we will have some services that we can do for this car. For example, we can do the oil reset. If we press it, the device will tell us how can we do the oil reset after we change it. And there's two ways, basically. We have the automatic oil reset, or we have the manual reset. For example, AUTEL already have the function for automatic or manual one. What is the manual one? We have two methods. First method of resetting engine oil life, and secondary method of resetting engine oil life. If we go for the first one, I mean, there's two methods, right? If the first one doesn't work, we go for the second one. If we go for the first one, we have here all the information that we need to be able to try to reset the oil reset, the oil change, you know. We have here all the steps, step by step, what we need to do. I mean,
Right.
it's
information pretty right there.
And easy information. If you go for the secondary method, it's another method, but it's here as well. So just follow all the steps, and you will be able to reset the oil change with the 906 Pro. Or if the car already have the automatic function, so you just go for auto reset, and it will do the reset of the oil change. We have the throttle adjustment as well. We have this function is pretty dope. This one. What we can do here, we can just set the car. For example, when you go for 50 kilometers per hour, the doors will lock automatically. You can activate or deactivate this function just here. Look, this routine will enable or disable the automatic door lock feature. And when enabled, the door will automatically lock when the vehicle is driving above 15 miles per hour. So we just press OK, and when we reach 50 miles per hour, the door will lock. That's a pretty good function as well. And those are the hot functions. Let's do a scan so you guys can see. Let's go for fault scan. Here is a demonstration mode, but the time we will take to read the faults is almost the same time it takes inside of the car. So here, as the system is telling us, we can just tap here, press here, and we go directly to the engine control module. So let's go for it. And let's see what we have, what error we have, what fault we have. So here we have more information. If we need some part number, we can go just for echo information, and it will give us the part number from this engine control unit. As you guys can see, we have here the VIN number. We have here the echo part number. If we need to buy a new one, we can just give this number and ask for a new one. And we can see here the KM from the car and the country code USA. That was the echo information and trouble codes. Let's see what codes we have. So we have some CAN bus error, some network error. We can go for the freeze time. What is a freeze time? Freeze time is when this DTC happens, when this fault appears. If we just press here, we can see it appears when the odometer was at 1,644 kilometers. So we know exactly when that happens. We put ignition one time, so it was when we put ignition and we start the car, this DTC happens, like 1,600 kilometers before. We can try to erase if this is if this is not a very if we don't have this error, we can just erase it. Okay, let's see. We still have the CAN bus network error, so we may have some line cut or some problem on the engine control unit. We have the live data that we can measure some sensors, like the barometric pressure. We can go for the throttle position sensor %, how much we press the throttle, engine speed. This is live data, okay? We can go, for example, for engine, the idle time, and barometric pressure, and we put on the top. And we can do, for example, a graphic merge. So we have all the three values right now on the screen. So if we press the throttle, the RPM, for example, the engine speed will go higher. So it's a very good function. So we can use in our workshop. Some active.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of functions. Just to let you guys know what we can do with the device.
Okay. So, well, it was great. It was great. 30 minutes. Very good.
30 minutes? Okay, let's just close it. And live streaming. Here we are. That's it, Jose.
So we have I love it. I mean, it's my first time here with you. It's great. You learn a lot, all these functionalities. Let me ask you, do we have for next Tuesday, do we know what it's going to be about?
Yeah, next Tuesday we will be talking about the ITS 600 for TPMS system. And I made some presentation. I think we will be more than 30 minutes, Jose, because we will be talking about what is the TPMS system.
Mm-hmm.
It will be a little class, I think. What do you think?
Yeah, that's great. That's great. I mean, it's a lot to learn. I mean, there is a lot of things, a lot of it's an excited. I mean, it's great to have these opportunities with Caio. You're great, man. You know.
Thank you, Jose. Thank you. No,
So
I'm not, man.
yeah, so we see you guys next Tuesday. Remember, if you need any AUTEL product in the US, locksmithkillers.com.
Locksmith guys. That's it.
You can purchase online or you can give us a call. As for me, Jose, I'm ready to help you guys. And
And Jose, next week we will have here on the table a big wheel, a big tire with the sensor, and we will be talking about how to work with the TPMS sensors on live.
nice, nice, nice. I want to be on that class. I need to learn.
Please be here with us.
Well, thank
So,
you,
guys,
Caio.
for being here. Thank you, Jose, again, one more time, and
Everyone.
that's it. See you
That's
guys
it.
next week.
See you next week, guys. Thank you, Caio.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you, Jose.